All right, Fambul Helen, welcome to AYV Radio, 101.7 FM, AYV Television, Channel 33, and online on www.ayvnews.com. Me and Mama Charles Suli DJ Best, and this is a program, The Hot Seat.
Dr. David Moyena Senge, the Chief Minister for the Republic of Sierra Leone.
All right, so Dr. Senge, welcome, and I appreciate where you come.
Thank you.
Small man, one loser, but all the same, and say patience is golden. So, and I appreciate where you come because we need lay people in the come and discuss issues so that people can go know. I remember the last time we talked about education, and that program, they go a long way. At some point in time, I think say, well, I don't know, not the wisdom of the president, but I think you did one day been create an impact, but you left one shaky a little bit, but the end go come out to the result. We don't see waiting to happen, we don't come. But all the same, you can just give, this is a big platform than also I'll be meeting in your office today. They can just give viewers and listeners, because people watch and listen to you all over the world, a little bit background about yourself.
Mina Boo Abon, I go school Abu, then I come Freetown for go Prince of Wales from one.
Okay.
Brookfields, then I Brookfields all throughout Prince of Wales and take WAS, and then I get scholarship. I go Norway, and I come on Norway. I go America and Harvard. I study engineering, and I come on Harvard. I go MIT. I do my PhD there on prosthetics work. And interestingly, the work where I do now with the implementer at the National Rehabilitation Center, so I can still help with the advisor where I work with the MIT. We do projects now, including yes, and Moritambo, McKinney, Kono, because they get rehabilitation center then they. So then people then we sign MOU, and now then they do training so that we go get more prosthetics then. And I rap, I play football, I like all kinds of sports, I like design, but most importantly, I believe for invest in young people then. So innovate salon, entrepreneurship program then, and various ways and various mentorship programs. Recently, I write one book we then call Radical Inclusion. We go on for win bestseller various categories then. And that Radical Inclusion day about policy we will start now education and alone where we say no, we not stop at nothing for make sure say all man the one that we far, the one that we poor, the one that we get disability, the one that girl picking then we get belly, then go school and then go access different services.
All right.
I get two picking there. I'm married, and I'm the youngest to me mama, and you know.
Okay, I appreciate again. You mentioned something where a lot of people they say Dr. Senge, the T-way learn, not what you can do. And it's good you mentioned, maybe we'll come to that later on. You will think about going to politics?
No, but I mean, politics, how it happened. Yeah. Interestingly, during Ebola, I've been, where you do your PhD, you do your coursework, then you take what's in the call your qualification, then you begin to do your research. Then you call an all but dissertation, so ABD. I go to the faculty in MIT, to the big person there. I tell her, I say, you know, I want to pause my PhD because I want to go work in a salon for Ebola. And then they are at MIT Media Lab, with the then Google them on different ideas. And I reach out to the government at the time. I say, I put proposal for say, I want for can work.
This government?
No, that's going to be APC government. But service, so the reason why they mentioned this is that I was ready. Me and my parents then talk. They put my PhD on hold for FETS, for serve.
All right.
It happened that back and forth, it didn't work. I decided to do my PhD. I done my PhD. And inside that period, I remember I've been working at IBM. I moved to Nairobi. Me and President Bill been on connect from where I did salon from many years before. So I go meet him in London. I go London and work. I go review some 50, 100 million grant for the British government on innovation. Send a message, say, hello sir, I did London. I go one for more meet. We meet. I tell me about Envision. All the things what they do. And I'm not joking. Free quality education, they tell me about it tell me about innovation. We talk about innovation. We talk about young people.
Maybe don't be president or before?
No, before he run. Before he run. This is way before the flag the era. And we talk. I remember very explicitly asking me, so if we, what we go do for ghost teacher then? How you going to use technology for this? We talked about this back and forth, and I was very inspired, very, very inspired, and we stay in touch. And throughout, we've been the text here and there, different contributions, and finally, it texts me say, it been to give me an update, so I've been to follow. So it texts me, and I say, you don't think about coming to serve? Then I text, I talk to me family, like, no, well, you did IBM. Now, the one time the company with me and I be manager, now I'm the director of IBM research.
Okay.
I was the fastest growing engineer in the IBM.
All right.
I don't know whether I'm for them be director in IBM, but by this point now, I don't be director for IBM research somewhere. The person who did it, great lady, but my contemporary.
All right.
And I knew this. I had just become a manager. So then today, me famble, me daddy, and say, oh, this is not new government. You did IBM. You don't do on this trajectory. You get patents there. You don't add for patents there. You grow. You the manage team na South Africa, na Salo, na Kenya. You sure?
Yeah.
Now I text President Busey already at the camp. So I take plane, change me plane. Then I pass in Harvard, talk to me, the president of Harvard, say, you know, President Bill just asked me this. I can't say alone. Me and President Bill meet. In vision, I've been still the same. Innovation, quality, education, everything. Critical mass, young people. So I not come here without letter. So I get a letter, thankfully, give me a letter as Chief Innovation Officer, an advisor in the State House. And that's how I resigned from my job at IBM.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, politics meant service to me.
All right.
I was coming to serve. And that's what he said.
But originally, you must be an SLPP person, a party person.
Me not being SLPP person when I was 19, and people don't know this. Okay, so a couple of things. When I was a student at Harvard, I take me company, a thousand, we go Samalin, we go distribute. But because service is so important, I present the cabinet, pre-cabinet, to Sam Suman, I didn't say VP, the whole cabinet. Okay. I gave a full technical presentation there. Yeah. So people confuse those things. But when I was a freshman, by 19, I had a party card in Samalin. Okay. Okay. So I was very active. Yes. Right. Then the way the rally, Solo Biden, I be the presidential. We were the young people, actually, I will be company. We fell through the glass. We did it. My parents are born in SLPP, then beats me daddy, now SLPP, because my mama and brother, they run, then they want party states, then drab them, come up with underwear. My mama get belly, then beat and we get belly.
So you know, SLPP, but you want come APC at that time, like you mentioned for Sav?
No, I never want come APC.
Come on the ground.
No, I never want come on the ground. I've been always ready for Sav this country. Yeah. So even though me not
but
SLPP,
not through APC, through SLPP, inside your mind.
No, it didn't. At the point, it wasn't. If you want savvy country, it's like you not APC now. If you people that know the savvy country now with an APC, we know they ask to pass if you get SLPP card now you can't serve.
All right.
And I think fundamentally, and that's the issue. Fundamentally, if you're a good citizen and you want to serve this country, you should be ready to come and serve this country. Okay. But I believe 1,000% say SLPP is a better party because of inclusion, because of how it started, because now education for the protectorate now make it start, because now the social organization they make it start as a party of inclusion, party of education, party of organization, party of young people. I'd always known the history, and that makes SLPP a better party to me. Right. But that doesn't mean we can't have good people in other parties who can work with us in government. Okay.
So how the appointment come for us as chief minister? As a bigger pardon, as education minister?
Oh, okay. So I'm in the State House, as chief innovation officer. Okay. Me and President's been there engaged a lot. One and everybody else because of my role. And one of the things that we will be just don't do at DSTI, now we don't build this data platform for education. Okay. So I've been all simple education, the number of schools, the number of these, the number I've been getting at my fingertips. Something in B 2019, we one investigation been go on against at the time Minister Timbo and deputy.
The issue
No, in
with
deputy actually never gets
the issue
the
with ACC?
Yes. So issue been the go on.
Okay.
So the president puts them aside, and they need a new minister.
All right.
I had been there, I knew, and I remember actually where the opportunity conversation starts, because I also thought I was young, I wasn't sure I could do this, because people put that doubt in your head. But I was ready, evidently. And I say, well, sir, you know, this is, I said, no, you will do it, you can do it. It wasn't even a question.
Yeah.
And he gave me the authority, and then people then turn it and they say it's the biggest program, the biggest budget, biggest this, the teacher, you don't do all things. And the president looked me into my eyes dead and said, you can do this and you're gonna be great. And so by the time I left his office, I felt like I was there. And I remember, and actually I just been to look at that video the other day, where I go parliament, who then say, oh, how you go handle teacher then, how you go do this, how you go do that, you get the experience. And I was like, I'm here to do my job, not to keep my job. And I think I followed that ethos. If you do your job, you keep it.
All right.
But if you try to keep your job, then you're probably not doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. And, you know, the rest is history.
All right. So maybe taking a little back on the education side, a lot of people look to you, creates a lot of difference, like the radical inclusion and whatever. But again, leaving the education, you think, say, you left work undone?
It's an ongoing work. And apart from the fact that now as chief minister, I still, even though not directly, they engage. But one of the things that we have been spending a lot of time for convincing people and both, now that quality, not to switch, not to on off, now a process, now a trend on every indicator. And you know they get quality per all thing at the same time.
Yeah.
So you need for the get better across the board. And I think for make Medande happen, you need to put systems in place. So digitization, training, ethos, cultural change, policies, curriculum. So we spend a lot of time for build the infrastructure in place that they will survive. In spite of challenges, right? So now I can talk resilience. So even if challenge day, the system able to figure out themselves. So you get then DD then deputy director then, where young people then, we then give promotion and there's people then we empower them. Then director then we give them the capacity and skills so then they able to one. Even when we make decision, even though I did it as minister, I did delegate the decision making. So the people then, and so even if I mean, I've been minister, but the people then we actually been they make the decision there, are the humans then we've been there.
You know, been just like the top. I mean,
set the direction, set the vision, challenge them, help them to open their mind, give critical opinions, and if people then believe, say, and I think the biggest thing, usually people say, it's not possible for more to do that. No, we'll do it, and we'll do it quicker, and we'll do it with results.
All right.
And then we do it, and then suddenly everybody believes, say, oh my God, it's possible, we can do this, and everybody feels like a champ. Next then self good one. Now then self now they think even more ambitiously. And I think that's the biggest impact. At the end of the day, when COVID came, the things that we did in Sierra Leone were so significant that for 2 years, no sign at the wall, no sign. When they talk about education, when they mention Sierra Leone. And that's because we went to the drawing board, we did work online, we did do all of things in the day. We make sure, say, we locked school. COVID no affects we much. Before the first incident, we locked school, but we don't plan for that day. We opened school at the right time so the beginner will take the exam, not go miss the exam that year. Come everybody else and get all these processes in place, systems. Change all them, reform them will be need, like radical inclusion. Change all them policy then, come up with new curriculum, do all them things in there. That by the end of the day, country then, all across, now we then they look to. And just last year, with the Secretary General, in statement, where they talk about within the world for do, it mentions that all the country then for do radical inclusion, which was a really big thing.
One of the things that a lot of people bring, I mean, well, whether I like it or not, been get issue with you now about the radical inclusion. I be asking this last time, Bele woman and for go school.
Bele Pekin then.
What?
Not a woman.
Pikin no dey get belle.
No, Peking they get better. That was a fundamental, by the way, that's what I wrote in the book. And this is such a fundamental thing.
Pikin dey get belle?
Yes,
Okay.
and we Peking get better than rape.
All right.
So in which case, and this was the biggest thing, is that the Peking we don't get belly, who has been raped by law, cannot be punished multiple times.
Okay.
And if you punish her by keeping her out of school, you're not just affecting her, you're affecting her children,
Okay.
the child who will be born, and everybody else in society and the economy.
All right.
Because every year we Peking no go school, they affect the, so the major issue now that the Peking will be get belly, we be give belly, we rape, we go school. Yes, tell everybody.
All right, it's okay. No left handy. So, again, we believe a lot of gaps the way, I mean, because one of the things that I've been telling you about, we use, I mean, what good means any country or any nation where they better, education are the key. So, leaving the education ministry, which, I mean, percentage you go get?
I mean, I like to compare just based on data. So number of Peking women in the go school versus not in the go school. We increased that by about 50%.
Yeah.
Number of classrooms, we build about 1,000 classrooms. Number of teachers trained, we trained about 25,000 teachers.
Yeah.
Number of new teachers recruited, about 12,000. Percentage salary change over that period, 55% salary change. New curriculum, several policies and cabinet paper pass. Number of kids taking exams, number of people with the pass exam. By the time where they reach 90%.
Okay.
These numbers were at 70%. And
Right.
in some 6 WAS, where I take over at education, the WAS pass rate for universities have been 5%, 6%. By the time they left, we they close 30, 40, 50%. These are tangible numbers. And
What about the other side?
on any indicator, and there is no indicator we me know in which we did worse
Okay.
when I left office than when I was.
All right.
Even the toilets, and even though toilets then still few, I'm not saying we were at 100%, we still had more toilets than it were before.
What about the pump then, the sanitation business?
We had more than it was
There are
before.
a lot of schools that we don't get done this.
Many, many, many more need that.
Yeah.
And my point is that we're not the 100%, but there is no indicator in education where we're not better. We the year left 2023 to when I take over or to when President.
With all that, there was a lot of malpractice inside the education system. Maybe the
There
system
was.
weak out. So what about the end shows? In other words, the results out. A lot of people, the spy boku, people in the give marks to people.
And even that, there was still less malpractice by the end than when I started, or than when we did in 2018. And I do this trained because, like I say, not to switch, not just the wake up all man stuff for spy. People then still go to spy, but the goal now that with the reduce and small.
What about the shift system, which was very important?
We did by the time where they left. Most cities had gone out of shifts. Only about 3 or 4 cities they have more shifts in there. But even they planned them in on the free term. Boku school then will move for make sure so then go single shift.
Right.
And then they continue for do that there. At the end of the day, and sometimes it's okay for me yourself talk about yourself in that way. It's difficult. Where 2023, then they give award for the best minister. All the ministers are not the best education minister. Any minister for government, any sign at the world, then choose me as the world's best minister. Not to be because they elect me or because of how they talk, because of the impact will create.
So because your connection internationally, also people don't know you?
That is a positive thing, but no, not because of that. Now, because of the policy there and the impact, now because of the contributions globally, now because of all the number then where they talk, but not to apply, they apply for be world's best minister. Now choose them, they choose you, then evaluate. And not you want them to choose, then they choose many people then, then they send them to committee, and they do one. So, and I only mentioned that they, for say, we could do more. But at the end of the day, we did some of the things, but might just mention because it probably go link to a challenge where people then go ask, or where people then go comment. Now you get about 13,000. They say 13,000 because I had the number last with the ministry giving. Picking them way legitimately affected, we're not going to be able to take WAS this year. Now, the reason we make that not happen, now because of the quality improvement system we put in place, because we know, say, what's the call the continuous assessment score, now 30%. Trade, people that elect you, know they do well, your school will give you 27%. That means in a free 27%. So person we actually, when in school, to do the right thing, we get 20%. You, when you do the right thing, you don't cheat on malpractice. So we, Elma knows the cast not been the way for cheat. So we say, okay, but we make sure they don't cheat. So how did one? We say we digitize. 3 years ago, we put that process there in place. Train all man. All the beginning with the SS1, then enter then cast. Then same beginning day, and then the pass will go SS2. We then go SS2, then enter then cast. Then go SS3, then enter. That means you're not able to cheat anymore cumulatively. Now, if you not do that day, you're not able to enter your registration for maybe take WAS. So some school and they, for different reasons, some then the principal them defect. No principal, another one, they're not able to submit. Some then, the IT person don't know what to do, they're not submit. Different reasons. Some then they're not being get them in the wait for their own school code, they're not submit. It means because then they happen, then picking they're not get for able to take WAS because they're not registered for them. So in a way, this system where we put in place for make sure say corruption and malpractice go reduce because people and then training, not say they're not trained, but because they're not take responsibility and all man.
So then create this problem now.
That's what created this problem.
Maybe one more on the education side. I mean, mentioned this the last time to you, where I've been interviewed almost 2 years ago. You done it in a different part of the world. I don't know, but in Sierra Leone, to me, I think, well, you know the expert, the subject them boku for the Pekin them because me Pekin the class 3, they do almost 12 subjects. Then we know they see the practical part of the education in Sierra Leone, meaning it's just the book part of it. In other places, Pekin go play with, I mean, gadgets them, learn, and even myself, I go Gamma School, like I said the last time, the kid go to place like Aberdeen, go explain you about the history, go to places. I mean, different. What's the school, the education now is just read. The practical is absent. What do you say about that before Kansodi?
The new curriculum will change. When they talk about the 5 C's, computational thinking. That means it's not to just for do 1 times 1, 1, 2 times 1, 2. Now that you for apply into different thinking. We say comprehension. Not for just A is for apple, B is for boy, C is for cat. You just have but now how you comprehend and what do you do? So you go read A is for boy, but you know what's a boy? A boy is this Y, X, Y chromosome, Y make, what does that mean? And very like so then conversations like me became it's like, oh, he has long hair, it's like a girl. It's like, no, boys can have long hair too. And this is what makes a boy versus B is for boy. So then the third one, critical thinking. So if you see something, you say, chief minister, I don't know, I say chief minister, because this is a topic, chief minister not respect elders, You see, I say, I don't hear it, I don't listen to one audio, that's so it be. Critical thinking, they say, oh, now what's he say, ba?
Ask questions.
Wait, and that's now, what's the disrespect?
What's I say?
What's I say? Now, what's that pull on there? What the person they read the audio, you talk the kind way. Critical thinking, they help you for address misinformation.
All right.
And then the fourth one, civics. Back to what you talk about with your own civic responsibility. As a parent, you've been checked now the school before the deadline for say, hey, Connie, you don't register me Peking class, mass me Peking class. School, you don't submit the application also only till after the deadline. You want to know the dirty streets, I can mention now, even now, I can pass, depending on grenade cannon in my pocket. Because I'm not able to drop grenade cannon on the street. So I work out grenade cannon in my pocket. And then the last one are creativity, which is what you mentioned. How they apply with hands and critical thinking, but be creative. And then now they take time. because not
Only
just so we
practically.
Exactly, not just so curriculum them in there. So now you have to take time for make me down the be the number
You
one.
don't think it's a subject in Boku for the beginning, Mr. Minister?
I think so. That, by the way, I'm not gonna say this because me papa, me and papa make palaver the first day. I mean, one time where I born picking force, I go talk on that anyway. Where I born me girl picking force. And say if you want, may not go college, like you know, as if you want to be singer, if you want to be artist.
Everybody want to do.
And papa say, no, that you don't go college. Not say that about me grandpa, they go college. But I mentioned this to say we need to think about entrepreneurship, we need to think about creativity, we need to think about skills development, technical and vocational.
We get them.
In the past,
we get them.
We create them and we create them.
But they're not there presently.
Not enough.
Okay.
In the past, people then they talk about, so all man are study here for study. You have to take all the 13 subjects and then you have to take all the 9 subjects and they and less practical. It's too much, less play. Picking don't know how to play today.
Exactly.
If you not play and you fit na play, grown small, una resolve, una big, una not able to solve una.
Some of the schools they don't even get recreation and play stuff. So that's another problem. Anyway, now go back. Being a chief minister, would you expect say the president will call you for be chief minister?
No, I never been the
so
expectant. It pleases Excellency, and you know, it's the previous chief minister then we been there. Me and them work together very well.
Okay.
With Professor Francis been there. Me have been chief innovation officer.
Okay.
We collaborate and we engage on innovation and digitization. Actually been work with them closely. We JJ Safa as chief minister in the education. Okay. First in the finance. Me and work very closely on the radical inclusion. After we have become minister on WAEC reform and all of this, then me and work closely. Right. And so I respect them all in terms of what they're able to do. But His Excellency decides say he wants me for complete this role for him. And the role, as he tell me now that look, I need coordination across the ministry. I need for more deliver. Okay. I want for make maybe say every ministry will get thing that we want for do. I want for more follow up on the internet. I want for make me we engage the public. I want for make me we speak about civics. I want for make say then we big 5 years with one. Okay. And we have a good relationship. And I thank God that it pleased them for appointing for this work.
All right. So I mean, wouldn't that the role of the chief minister?
You know, now like ombudsman. So man today, this man, I mean, old man, I mean, minister during Pakaba time, Dr. Jallo. He been Kana State House. I come up on one meeting. I come up for chair subcommittee. So one role of the chief minister now for coordinate a chair subcommittee for cabinet, for example. Okay. If His Excellency say, when I go figure out anything there, ministry A, B, C, D, I me they coordinate. They don't want to where they coordinate. So I come up on that kind of coordination day. Now this man, he see me, you the chief minister? And I say, yes. He say, I can see you on TV, I can see you, but I don't want to meet you. It's okay, thank you, nice to meet you. So they try for that, but His Excellency will not call me. I say, sorry, sir, look, let me take your number, I have to run. So I go. I come out there, I go meet His Excellency, we get some meeting with energy, environment, and the disaster management land on this western area, peninsula. So then I get for the day, for make sure say we follow up. Action points, I go make sure say we do one. If His Excellency do this, I go do that and then I want pan the function. Then when I come out there, I kind of meet with some MP there. Then we get some issues. So then I engage across governance as well, between the executive and the parliament. And then I get some people then from civil society, we can today as well, and then come with some issues with them, find out corruption and report on media and follow through. Then that old party, it can't up. I mean, don't forget, but it still can. It can to me. For just come for shake me hand and for sit down there me and talk and I listen to her. Some students then come meet me today. So my job as chief minister, implement within His Excellency want, coordinate across governments and ministry then. Now Kaya and engage with media and the public on what in governance to do. Engage with civil society, engage with other arms of government.
All right, okay. Now, Mr. Minister, earlier on you start something where a lot of people don't start. Former President Koma start where President Bill have been take over you building. I don't know if they've been tell you then. I've been see at some point in time you've been there on television, you're going to offices. But all of a sudden we see it just died, and what happened? The pressure, or be able, or you able to see the real Saloma attitude we give do work and all that kind of stuff?
No, so there are two parts that we should separate. There's one where they do things and they with camera and they follow me, so that people then will see how governance there. And there's another one where they do one with camera and they follow me.
Yeah, because they won't come here to follow you. Somebody go to the office and say, look, oh, chief me. So
I still do monitoring. I still can drop in. The other day I've been the come out Swazi. I go Swazi for engage on this performance contract.
Yeah.
On my way from Swazi, I stop in a post office. Just in the past, I enter in a post office. So the same drop in. Me deposit me on a DG. Oh, DG, you don't come on. Where I go? I go pan funeral. Okay. Where the deputy DG? Oh, another day. Okay, where? We're not the most senior person here. Then go call her, go sit down, they meet and talk. So I just the past, how the waiting the happening, waiting at the time. Okay, now all man don't go. Okay, now Friday 3:34. All right, so waiting at the work. I still do it.
Action can be taken sometimes and just
absolutely. From where I did it, I called the DJ here. I did it. Now he called me. Where I did it? I say, hey, look, I did it. He say, yes, I've been doing it until 2 o'clock, but I get this activity. And then me and talk. He can send me updates. Okay. But I do that regularly. It's just not on camera all the time.
Okay. Because like that's how we've been doing that. A lot of people we've been get transport crisis. So people been think safe. We've been take that into consideration also that people been fuel price been go up and all that kind of stuff.
Sure, I do. Like even with the bus, where I ride the bus, I understand, and I like data. Okay. I like understanding for myself, so I ask questions. So plenty time way thing then can be, I can know, I can inform myself.
All right. Okay, that's good. Again, look into some of the issues. You mentioned about data. Sometime, I don't know, while you believe sound like a serviceman minister, in the sense of the mingle goal side, people then say you can upload data, so even before the elections, some man say like you upload data and see maybe waiting they come out of the election, maybe that's make President Bill just make you chief minister because you're good in figures and all that kind of stuff. Is it true?
Yeah, people feel, and I'm good at figures. Yes, I'm a data scientist. In fact, in my training, but a data scientist, you think. If you see data, you ask questions. If I see, say, this now A plus B plus C, okay, interesting. How you go rearrange A plus B plus C for get impact? If the energy crisis, if we talk about, a lot of it now data. You're not able to understand that if you not talk about data. Okay. So beaucoup of the opposition or some of me party then actually then you make fun of data. Oh, data is this, data is that. Look, of course, data you can use it for whatever you want. But that's the whole point about critical thinking and creativity. And
you know the data before the elections that said people go win?
No, we be those who they win because of the work we don't do.
Not about data?
Because we know the impact. So the data of the impact, everything we, and as an example, if I take the manifesto of 2018, all me, I've been getting on my dashboard, which will promise. For education, MBSSC, I think say, not that they will not start, and I want to say 90% of what's in the day, we do want. How we are rating President Bill in the campaign with also, education, we still do one, plus the other one there. Okay. Because you see, you self you see. You picking and get they don't buy scratch card anymore. You see, you picking and not pay WAS fee anymore. You see, you picking and they pass for good college. You see, districts then they know one day get posting. When then they take exam, then they pass. Okay. Today now hundreds of them they pass. Those are real. So we be confident.
Practice they help them teachers they give them mark and whatever.
These kids are amazing because if you actually look at the CAS, the continuous assessment, you see that these are great students. People then do they cheat. Majority know they cheat. The quality did improve in learning. Teachers are trained better. So we now go down, do all them work then the gender. How women and all vote for we pull the limitation. Now we get more women in government, and with the GIWI Act, we make plenty efforts. We pull the death penalty. Journalists, then we get criminal libel. We pull land. We in the human rights.
Things that don't make them vote in back the SLPP.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. Before now, like I say, you look change. A lot of people they watch you. like the last one they see you and now you look young and why you pull the dread?
I was just ready to get a new look. I actually write about Washington Post. So Washington Post asked me for the right.
But behind the scene, a lot of people they say they want President Kuma to see us for give you a flag bearer come now that make.
Oh, that President Bio.
President Bio, beg your pardon.
Yes.
Now that make well, some people I don't know why they don't like dread person for take the lead.
I don't know. I go vote for you if you turn up.
Yeah, but now you know what I know about. Why you cut the dread and is it that because you get for team up for flag bearer you get the intention day or?
No, look, I don't get dreads for 17 years. And I was ready for a change. Okay. I was ready for getting a new look. And that was the primary.
So for a new position also?
No, I've been on there as chief minister.
Now talk about in the future going for flag bearer for lead SLPP come the next elections.
For now, the primary thing where I think about now was support President Biu for.
Good intention, day.
The primary thing where I think about right now, now how for help President Biu.
Yeah, well, because you don't know you that woman, I make one get some from you. You say President Biu say, well, David Senge be the next flag bearer. Now the party, you go say yes.
I think at the end of the day, if President Biu, not the President Biu, one going to decide on
but ain't get that power there for even dominate all the other one day.
As a people.
And see now, David, I want hand over and next of nobody will say no. He has that power.
Nobody will say no?
Yeah. Even if they all go to elections, he get that power for, this is Africa, we know the system. He go able to say, no, we're not supposed to that one.
But for today, the conversation with me and President Biu they get, now how to make sure they will deliver for this country. Yeah. No day, where they go in office. We will know they talk about, okay, Chief Minister, what will they do for ABC? Okay, Chief Minister, I don't follow up with Dandy. Okay, what's about Dandy? That's the conversation we're having. Everybody else just...
They never ask you if you want to take lead?
Not to that conversation, they will get. No, the conversation will they get.
Okay.
Now on.
So in the future, you don't get a plan day?
And then they will see the plan.
Okay, because you know, say social media now go keep this tomorrow where you be flag bearer, then say, well, if they deny you today.
I say, and then there was in President Beauty plan.
Right. Okay, now let's go back. You know, one strong man at that party then, we've been seeing the tripartite thing where you know been part of and the flag bearer sometime for the APC. How that thing there's some of who they see direct foot and I've been listening to your thing 98 points when you say outside not the way people and they go to the MCC for say no give money and whatever. So outside that stage they did now.
And they go really, really well. I think the agreement.
To the time frame also?
Yes, we're on track. The agreement for national unity, if you look at all the different things where they don't do 1, 2, the 3 will form the committee. Now they don't go all over the country.
Okay.
The APC and SLPP or government, the APC and government combined, don't go everywhere for engage the people then for tell them within the committee they do the committee work they do, they don't hire experts then then get timeline for the things they do and we they look forward whether reports they come out then they send them to president they go parliament waiting for go parliament but it very much synchronized with the existing efforts of the constitution review for example. The fourth one being on the justice, the case then, we don't go far with the committee, we don't meet with Dr. Samura then, we don't agree about the kind of people them way for the other committee, they will look at the judiciary.
Yeah.
We see MP then they participate, all man don't come back, then get the inter-party dialogue, will it happen. So actually, on the scheme of things, well on track, it's green. So the people then way, the data, the facts, is that it is moving and is on track. Nothing is delayed.
You know, get time again for say within this time.
I think it was June, so we'll see what's in the camp out by June for the.
That's 2 months from now.
Yes, like I said, they are on track. They're expected to deliver that committee.
Again, Mr. Minister, if you look at certain things saying, well, I believe they don't come in way gets play inside that tripartite, especially whether the resolutions or the points away give a do some of the things that we APC been say for release some people where we get this cool way kind inside. How you think it go able to resonate with this tripartite thing?
You know, it's
and
very.
And the way you don't come up for be released or whatever.
These things are unpredictable. The context where you say APC and SLPP and everybody, but APC particular in this case, being gill list now because they don't want to submit list.
Exactly.
Give list of cases and prisoners where they may feel say that politically motivated cases. That was the context. And it can be say then free them people then they during the coup.
Other than free them.
The coup plotted them.
All right.
And like Nadandi have been saying a while ago, we not go to talk about for people then for free, where they all don't run away go. Make them go can, we then can.
How they will come? APC not to them freedom.
But if I tell you, this is leadership.
Okay.
If I was the leader of APC or a party, I will make the decision as a leader.
For say?
I'll write a letter. All these people who I was advocating for because I believed your case was just,
Genuine.
I invite you and encourage you to come back. I'm not going to say, no, that the government don't do not to this. Me, I will take that responsibility and say, because they are on my list, because I know that I'll fight for you and it's just, I will convince you to come back. Now they're just on the run forever. If they had come...
So you think APC know about the whereabouts?
I don't know. I hope not.
Because at some point in time, they say APC need for bring some of the people.
Yes, because one of the APC people then say we not honest or we did not tell and say if in no side then they make them go count then.
Okay.
Because this is my point. Even if they don't know, I know the judge of the people in leadership, but me as a leader of a party, the decision, the right decision will have been I will officially write, even if they no can.
Okay. To
say, you people on this list who I have submitted, do ya una come back because we defect for una.
Okay. Because the APC also don't say then support any move and take for all them and bring them back.
If me, I'm a leader, I'll do it differently.
All right. So you don't think so then they go above this tripartite thing?
No, because not the APC then fault. Eh?
Okay.
So that's the one part is we know saying that APC can not the APC then fault as an institution. These are people who, these are individuals that we are pursuing.
All right. We don't agree also that MCC, I mean, they hold up the MCC stuff, taking into consideration the tripartite thing for move and looking some of the elections, seeing them, bring them all together. You think it connects with the MCC money?
If I think absolutely it's connected.
Okay.
In the sense that the progress with national cohesion, the progress on governance affects how the money they. Nobody one can give you 400, 500 million if we don't get cohesion, if we don't go make.
A lot of people they say because of the game of playing inside the elections that make maybe the Whitman and all that money there.
No, it's just that you want to give a money when there's stability and unity.
So you guys in power now, stability and unity, no they?
I think there's stability and unity. That's why there's progress.
So why they not give the money?
Because it's a process anyway.
Okay.
The money when I get for negotiate as an advancement, there's a negotiation ongoing now, by the way. So when I get for negotiate, when I get for continue that process, when I get for do then changes, it's the same. Even with World Bank stuff. The World Bank with money, then they get what they call, what's in DPO stand for? Or they can call them trigger.
All right.
Then they say, if I do this, before this thing happen.
Right.
And it's that the thing that when they agree, say that this will do not to then tell you now we agree. If we sit down write the agreements of national unity, not to US write for we.
All right.
Now we as government and APC.
But then I'll be witness to all the agreements here.
Yes, but it's us.
So, Mr. Minister, I nothing say, should say we able to solve a problem than bringing like people from ECOWAS and other side for cancer cookies.
I'll tell you that the biggest change, the biggest bottleneck was resolved when I sit down with Samura, Kamara, and he sit down with one or two other people there. I sit down with one or two other people there. There was a big bottleneck during the discussions with everybody, with them people.
What's that been the bottlenecks?
Many bottlenecks with all them people in there.
Few bottlenecks, talk about it.
Just the different terms and requests.
Okay.
But that the biggest breakthrough happened when ECOWAS not been there, when Commonwealth not been there. Okay. The biggest breakthrough was when we sat around the table.
Which we said.
Sit down with Samura, Kamara, me, I sit down, me posting there, in posting there, and with three. Then three, we two. Okay. The first minute, we two, then three. We sit down, we go bang, bang, bang. We go back, now we different group then. Una
been there and deep down from the heart, you own part of it. Now from the heart, una be make the tripartite stuff, the resolutions.
Absolutely. We've been a consult, then go consult, we say go consult, then come back and say, no, we not agree on this. We say, well, we not agree on that. Then we sit down again, we negotiate and come with
again,
more
how the
people.
whole thing change, Mr. Minister? Because what will be the APC be the same now, like, then get an issue with the electoral people that either we go back to doing the elections. So how all things just come on tripartite, bringing these issues, all money bring you impact? How we twist? Because ABC
Dialogue.
Okay.
Dialogue is good. The one thing as well is in politics and governance, you can't have everything your own way.
All right.
There's a law, there's a constitution, you can have feelings.
Right.
It's okay to feel a certain type of way. I know controllable feeling.
Okay.
But we maintain the laws, but we make concessions. I think, again, the concessions, Dr. Samura is a good guy, you know, we sit down, we make concessions. As a party, he made it not by himself.
All right.
Their party made concessions, the government made concessions, and we meet somewhere.
All right.
A person just can't say, no, now this spin, no, now this spin, we're not going to go any side. But governance is that we will talk, and settle somewhere.
All right. Mr. Minister, we still able upon this MCC money, or we can't do without this MCC money?
MCC money na 500 million. Grant.
That's the American people their money.
Yes. The money for MCC now for build power lines.
Okay.
Right now, the power line then with the way you take energy from Bumbuna, you put it inside. Say they can't return loss, it don't drop, so it waste.
Okay.
Because the old with the changer.
All right.
Panda money there. Would they invest as well for make sure say the system where they lead to all and loss then they commodity.
All right.
Plus other. So that money there, whether na MCC money or American people the money or na we taxpayer money we get for spend that for build that network there.
So we can't get our own money than wait for that money there because
500 million.
Yeah, we
500 million Boko.
Mr. Minister, Salon can't get a 500 million. Take it because we resources or taxes or whatever. We can't get that money.
Taxes definitely not going to be 500 million.
No, well, not all one time. So in other words, MCC money is not all win our truth now.
No, I think when you think about it, even Norway today
one of the best
receive aid after the World War.
Okay.
Even Israel today, they still receive money from America.
Yeah.
So it's not a question. America, they take debt from China. If we be able and get we own way for take debt, we go take debt.
Okay.
And do this thing. Yeah. But we did part of a global economic system.
All right.
And what I we did, we get to be honest to ourselves, say we need with development partner then, and they work together very well, and we self able to do revenue.
Right.
So I agree with you that we can be better at taxes and all, but we live in a very informal.
All right. So no get time for discuss everything, but quickly, Lord, just talk on a few issues away, very important. One, also, and maybe I will take you a little bit. I want to talk about the lights and the contract, but again, we also subside the NGC with SLP make an alliance that's then go work together, but all of a sudden we see that marriage they don't scatter. What you gonna say about it?
I don't think they don't scatter. The marriage maybe.
Recently, you get some NGC people who will say, I mean, will they come out of the alliance?
I don't think they don't right for come out of the alliance.
Why?
Then we're happy.
Or we get somebody now where just made we say, I mean, most of the things that we wanna then things that we wanna agree on when we ask whether it's binding. Giving them positions, MDAs.
But we have given them positions.
Who are some of the people who don't give positions?
Dr. Kande Yumkeladidi, show what's you
Dr.
say.
Kande already left there.
I the presidential advisor, IJ.
Yeah.
The deputy minister na environment, and there are many others.
Okay.
So it's not that we haven't given them positions. We actually have.
Anyway, what they say, not get the so maybe not just few equals out of a lot of people.
Yeah,
well, people like Just Med, we're not in position. These are senior people in the party.
I don't know whether Just Med is looking for position or not. Maybe I don't know.
Okay, all right, Mr. Minister, we can't watch the video because sometimes now this light business is being a serious issue. In fact, I don't think. After a long time, well, we need to go back, people, it is government, we do know. I mean, how would they move forward?
Sure.
I think we'll get to discuss about. Whether government may get light sometimes, so that's, we are moving forward.
We have a crisis now.
before now, nobody ever think about what happened recently, the past 2 weeks.
Yes.
Maybe it's all puelna, freezer.
Yeah.
I mean, not so everybody able to afford generator, taking consideration, climate change and whatever. At one time, we get a video we get for can play with President Bio been say not up on hype, the lights business, but all of a sudden, I don't know. What you could say about?
Or maybe won't watch the video. There.
Okay. All right. I hope my producer will just play them videos then for me. Mr. Producer, please look at the videos them of President Bio and about the lights crisis, please.
More parts of the country than ever before now enjoy regular supply of electricity. Toto pa hypo, paupa, salongo bete.
Plenty of the nations then are this.
People they never fetch for Kolwatana. Kolwatana they never fetch for Kolwata.
I'm not Augustine Gulama. It's because we don't see light. Light part of life. And with light, without light, even the country said no. So light constraint, it really strain us because now this is a city. Not so every day you go say you fire. One for cooking plazas and whatever you put on a fridge. But the light no they are the one will be possible, it will be losses. So that is the reason why light very important. Well, the message to the one that we're in charge of the lights is that let them try for it. Because we know say in urban be so. Now that they don't be so, no say there's a crisis or there's a problem somewhere. So all the day, let them put their act together and let them fight this problem.
Because let's not go there, we're not able to put food in a freezer in the fuel. So pass no more, we fry like that, chicken so if we process, if the point now and so pass we go to where because we're not able broken back to cook. Then let we take a loan at points we're not able to cook up for people. The pass we go to where. The Papa government say let able help we for the light business because
my name is Daniel Conte. You did in a Kintom community, then Bowling Street. We get so many challenges that we're facing. But currently now we're facing light challenge. And our big problem, the light business, we need to get lights as we used to forget them before. Because we didn't tell you about Kintom community. You know, say in terms of lights, we don't enjoy light facility. But now we need to enjoy that kind of facility that we didn't get before. Where we transform we own site electric candle. Always electric. We don't make so many complaints them. We don't go to MPA, we don't go to other side them, we don't make so many complaints them. This guy for tell we say them back not to the issue, pass them communicates to the authority that we involved, where them go get for consult out. We find it very difficult. I like Rengi lights now. Less than 10-15 minutes, it don't skip candle. Pass we get for call them back, we go to them.
This. Well, I'm your name James. I guess small business and small provision them. Lights now are not really funny. For the past 3 days now, we need get lights. When in camp, the light is steady. They really affect this community, especially when they do any kind of business they are so. Then drinks business they are. Pass to go down, concerts, to go fair nice block. And one knows that they continue funny now. Yeah, pass the camp with nice block for everything and cool. They really affect this community.
They really suffer for the lights. It can be so at the side of the market what they make, I put on a fridge, all the pool, because let's not do. So that would the big governments there, many good lights. Would they stay for lights? Let's not do. No lie. Would they stay for lights? Let's not do. I beg. That would the big governments there, many good lights. Would they suffer for lights? Would they stay like I miss some food that they make? If you sell not sell, I put on a fridge. We put on a fridge, all the pool, because sell not do. Because what to do light not do. If you let sell day, they will sell fast. You know the pool. But make market sell all day. You open a fridge, all the pool. Because what you do, let's not do.
They were tired about the food, they buy, now they would take feed there, now they would take pay school fees, now they would take do everything, now they will take it. But if you light they now, we don't forget how they survive. Because now from the light we they survive. So there we create Papa government. they are correct them arrange for the light pieces. We don't know the cost, but the government know.
Plenty of the nations then are the world, and they not to tune in the world for again. Then get another houses them. If you come yourself na treat water boku for buy, but salon today, people they struggle forget cold water. But where they talk, you know, we still believe Can't watch the video. Let's just see for yourself. People they never fetch for cold water now. Cold water no, they never fetch for cold water. Because you not get light so. Oh, that's not it. People are the Tolano for my water. People are the Tolano for my water. Oh, this country.
I say blue, Paddy, blue. We know Kanye for blue that team, but if you want for blue, pound for pound, I go show you how for blue. If I speak and I go.
There's no problem on a salon. Them bobo that.
All right. Welcome back. We cancel that blow part and now get for him down. But again, President Busey not super high, but it seems as if what happened?
He was right. When the video was recorded, the lights been there, not to be high.
Yeah, but now he's disappointed with it happen so?
Of course he's disappointed. Of course we all are disappointed. But I think it's right, from where we know, say, at the time when the video was done, he was right. There was access to electricity. And I want to make some things as well. Facts. Today, we double the number of people that will get electricity. And that means that you chopping up oil way crisis there. Facts. We get 120 communities today. We get access to solar. That not means say solar no go down the institution and we not get. Those are facts by themselves. I think the importance that we know that we get a crisis now with paying we dues, but that not mean say we actually not done progress as a country in terms of energy access.
What's the progress there? With this problem, what happened so?
I just mentioned say we get 120 community there. We know one day get light.
Okay.
Not in history, we get light now. And in a progress.
All right.
We don't able to generate now 108 megawatts. And people think you say, well, if you mention that means you deny the problem. I know you deny the problem. The problem they is bad for we all. The president's own call but emergency meeting now. We try for solve and we will see the changes and we'll solve. We'll make sure.
Why the president not sack the Minister of Energy at this time? I mean, to me, it's a disappointment for go back to where to depend so.
The president know more than within you and me know. And the president's now, they take decisions and we know the question. We can question.
You know advice, huh? Because you don't live in a different part of the world and outside can probably have to be somebody just say, well, I'm off because it's not working. I tell you, say the president, they engage actively with everybody in the energy sector. So outside this problem there, because before now don't bring NEP on there, it's say government or be the same. Would I say government or the word they talk for EDSA. Okay. Maybe they say na Minister of Finance, and then get that issue there and whatever. Look, so me I'm the Chief Minister of Government. I can talk about one government. EDSA, Ministry of Energy, Ministry of Finance, State House, now one government. Of course. So we don't read this and say government or so almost really, because people then deploy the figure, they're about $40 million, 48 million. 48 million. So how we owe that money there? Now debt or what? So it's a very good question. Government we meet this car power contract. Yeah. By the time when we renegotiate in 2020, with debt from previous was already $18 million. Okay. Okay. And then, based on the contract with public information, we pay for fuel as well. Okay. You mean subsidized? In some other words? We were subsidized. Pay for fuel? For car power ship? Yes, for part of the contract. Or now they reduce the cost for them fuel than the imports. How not
Well,
pay for
same.
fuel?
We the account, you get components then. We they pay for fuel within the consume.
Yeah.
As the car power. Before we remove the subsidy, full pass through to people there, because two types subsidy there. The first subsidy will be there, now that we they pay waiting car power they charge we per kilowatt hour, not when we the citizens them in the pay.
Okay.
Government been the pay and we pull in September last year. Okay. At that point, we also been get debt. So the debt will now go from 18 million to about, I think, 30 million or so.
But how then they come when President Bill come, he say, Ingo, renegotiate, and we don't say renegotiate,
We
calm
did,
down?
but then fuel price go up, losses increase, and inefficiency been there in the system. So that by the time we then get the full pass through,
Yeah.
we still get a lot more people than with the thief. Okay, so this is not a separate problem. We will say, yes, well, governments will go do the right thing.
Of course.
Okay. But if governments they spend money and resources for go catch one thief man, then other one grab we go thief back, government spend more money and resources, that's what government should do. But you and me as citizens can also decide to no one thief.
Well, again, this part of the world, Mr. Minister, don't they? I've been saying this earlier on. I mean, in Africa, then it's a kill dog before dog knows the idea. If precedent be done set for people who the thief lights, like I tell you earlier on, people who then catch the thief lights, you hold them, you set like 30 years imprisonment. I mean, 40 years, the one the way they connive with them, the one the way they thief them, then, I mean, power station and cables there. When you set them president and then Mr. Minister, trust me, nobody will dare to do the same again. Trust. If you're not tried, Andy, trust me, nobody will steal lights.
I don't hear you.
So now we don't depend on this debt. How will they come out of them?
It's a very good question. Today, Seth, we did pan negotiation with Car Power.
Okay.
Today, me, at the instruction of His Excellency, sit down with Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Energy and ETSA for beginning to get conversation about that. One immediate, simple one, now that ETSA need for raise more money from the invoice than within the send. Yeah.
So then get for increase the lights back?
No. We don't increase the tariff because we get full pass through right now. But ETSA invoice, the invoice with and the invoice we from CAP with and the invoice government, ETSA or through EGTC.
Yeah.
Most say now $6 million for this month. Okay. But ETSA only able to raise 4.1 million. That 2 million difference there, now inside budget they come on. So this is how. So what people then they ask say, how come the debts increase so? Now that waiting ETSA they collect, not they match the invoice within the bill we for.
Why? People get prepaid meter, Mr. Minister.
But prepaid meter they don't go fidget time, so the prepaid no they work. But Kumandi we get company.
You know somebody very good in data and technology experience, Mr. Minister. There was a system here before he come when they set a 6-month project where them been doing anybody with tamper with the meter, then they able know. At that time now bank they go pay you meter top up.
Sure.
You touch the meter, then they able know say don't touch the meter.
You know say Bokumande we na good physicists, then they don't even go to university where sabi fidget meter where you don't go nowhere.
Where somebody they do then we forget people who they think over them.
Look, I agree. So my point is, we can do that, and we will. But it also be say you enough for go do that day.
Is it that governments owe more money now and I know they pay? We make this burden because me get a prepaid.
You know, people like to say that, and it's true that government entities don't pay. Yeah. But when you look at the data, actually, the money small. Where say government debt, not to the biggest.
Outside this debt all come out.
It's a very commercially the biggest one. By the way, here's a fact. Let me think about it, how to say it. About 90%, I think 90% of the customers pay 50% of the money way with the bill, and only 10% they pay the other 50%. Okay, commercial, industrial, but. That means, say, first of all, that 90%, that means the Bokuma and the thief lights, and Bokuma connected with the thief, with that thief is the thief. So that is one loss.
Okay.
The second part of the loss, now you get business there. where the private rate then connect pan instead of commercial rate. Then they back now law. So then they draw more, then they pay less.
Okay.
And then the third loss, now where you just they transmit electricity through the cable, you get losses. Particularly where I say the system weak, the network weak.
Yeah.
So you get then you get the technical loss, then you get the human loss, then you get the thief loss.
So how long will we continue with this?
I think we need for reform, ETSA. We need for reform with energy sector.
Okay.
And we will. I think one.
So people know they expect some for go up, or know they expect bill for go up?
No,
Because
the bill not they go up.
So me, Mr. Minister, I think now we the people can get for pay this money back, either by service or by taxes. Because the ones who say SLRS they just increase license. Why? Where me believe say maybe now that money the government go and use for pay the debts back.
I want to tell you something.
Yes.
And I mentioned this and people then vex. GST.
Yeah.
We government increased for pay. Now we get for pay for services. You're right.
Yeah.
We as a people.
Yeah.
That GST day, where some business then they take that money they, now me and you we hand. They not give government. So they thief with the people then 210.
But don't still say NRA they go and lock them shops then they.
But so again, NRA don't lock some. Okay, then do. But many more they way they still do. NRA go pay people then for go. So, but why make pass with thief? Why make pass all man thief?
So we for set a system for kitchen thief man, Mr.
Yes,
Minister.
which is digitization.
Yeah. What I take also about maybe I mean the wage bill. President Koma, I beg your pardon, President Bill said they employ a lot of people.
So it's a very interesting point as well.
Yeah.
If you take the wage bill, how much if he's in the pay minister?
What? Maybe 20 million, 30 million?
You get director though, then the pay pass than the far deputy director.
Of course.
Yeah. You only get 29 ministries.
So why they not cut their money then they all and let people give more service, you know?
So I just want people that can say, oh, now they appointee then. Into the appointee then. Because if you take that wage bill for the appointee then, it's actually not the biggest part on the wage bill, okay?
So the biggest part they come on?
Teachers.
Okay.
So about majority of the wage bill, I knew this number offhand, but went to teachers, nurses, and security sector. That's the biggest part of the wage bill.
Okay.
So those are the people who say, oh, the wage bill big. That means that you, mama, you auntie, we're not teacher. Now they complain about. Okay. But at the end of the day, what we need to do as a people is to have efficiencies in the system.
Yeah.
And those efficiencies mean if we people that don't know the consequences of the small things they do, where they come back to the factory will pay light bill.
Yeah.
If you heap dirty in the road, the dirty park, and rain car, it means then get for take money for go clean and back in the different way. That money then the budget for come over for don't go buy medicine.
Okay. Lay law day back for bed people where they eat dust in the streets. Like you mentioned, myself when I go to overseas or other places, even within Freetown self, I look for outside for eat dirty and look for dustbin.
Yes.
So let people pay for other than they, because you got good mister when you go to the street, see public people just even so
Sadly.
or inside vehicle. So let them pay for that.
So where be the one Nike more than me where the driver see somebody through the motor at the blue horn panel. You know, it's like, come on, use your brain.
Mr. Minister, one of the things that I believe say overseas they get money now in, I mean, now discipline and lawlessness in the get money. Police go pull you over if you overdrive, if you eat dustiness. So the money all now like they have attitude. If you don't get attitude, you pay for the attitude.
Today, man, not cut you off. Today, we did power meeting with President Bill say today. They say if you say we then get talk about lawlessness, now the one them all in the streets, So now then people then we then get a fine motor car, then we the pass, then be now they self lawless.
But they can never do that overseas.
Yeah, exactly. Then we then ready. That lawlessness they would lead to chaos, and then same one go sit down back the blast. But oh, this government that, because the biggest thing we can do to reform our country, we will lead to more pay than is now we get for pay.
Okay.
Is that we need to be disciplined, you're right. We need to take civic responsibility, and people just need to do their jobs.
Well, can wrap up quickly. So I'll go come up on this problem, Mr. Minister, because I listened to you also 98 where you talk say it's unending, meaning one, you don't talk so on the negotiation, car power ship, they want the money. When I don't pay small panda $48 million a day.
We they pay, yes.
When I don't pay, or when I get for pay?
We don't pay small. For example, even today, they just mentions the ETSA pay 1.5 million, but only small.
Yeah.
It's not. We they pay. Not just say ETSA they collect nothing, ETSA they collect, but they collect enough of waiting in the charge.
Okay.
So the money where they sell, like the money they go, that money where they pay by meter, they go. They go to
No, me don't go because me the pay.
Exactly.
So what about government offices? Take for you building as an example.
We're going to make sure so they pay.
You building to knowledge, they all gets a prepaid meter, sir?
Most of them get prepaid, actually.
Most? Out of nine,
I imagine.
9 ministries?
I wanna say, when I was at MBSSC,
That's a long time, sir. That's a long time.
Here's something that was interesting. You know, say, what you did now, the ministry, you get different building there.
Yeah.
And I remember, we own building with the PO,
yes.
but someone other building with you buy and not pay. Then go hot slides pan we all. I said, no. Why you punish me at MBSSC? But then say yes, not the same ministry. So even though we get we the pay that we own building, that other building with at MBSSC, we don't pay. They go hot slides. But you know, it's the people pay prepaid, and I think we just need to push it all the way through.
Also, we'll come up on this, Mr. Minister. This is a serious. I mean, lights and security.
It is
lights and lights.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now. We will see the changes that President Bio is going to make.
How soon?
Soon, emergency. President Bio has asked us to act on an immediate right now. Now it makes sense. Parts of it, we don't go back small. We don't increase.
Small.
Yes. So originally when they get 65 megawatts from car power, then reduce that to 5 or 6. Now we're at 35, okay? With the hope so we'll continue to engage with them, be out with we till we will put.
That's a more there to the ad back?
But I'm more there to the ad.
So my point there back is this: how government will get this money for payback? Now we the people then go pay.
Yes, now we not government. Now we not government.
We not expect for the government is taxes in so many other places for get this money?
Not at this point, no. Because this government self gets sorry hat. Even though it's in the hat all side. Your point, which is logical.
Kappa she want the money?
Exactly, but no, this government, we'll not go do that. We get sorry hats.
Again, talking about you billing just connects me to the lift will be needed.
They make the people then where they can make the lift, they reach here next week.
Interestingly, you see the ship dinner water. Long time talk, couldn't say dinner water, they can't.
It did at the high sea.
Yeah, but again, Mr. Minister, now you say go agree with me. You track the thing in the
I can try.
I can try. So by right, you're supposed to tell we because
the parts they don't reach.
Other containers they don't.
The parts they don't reach for the
part don't reach, but this part
the technician we will make her neither reach it. It's true. It sounds crazy.
So it can before the
parts don't reach, but the technician don't reach it. But the minister don't tell me to the technician they come.
Okay.
So it don't show me the technician in the arrive.
Okay.
And then they go begin fixing.
Interesting. Quickly, the performance contract we see, and I've been talking to somebody last year about performance contract. Okay, Imran Silla talk say now president don't why president don't sign them before just like after he get in the job, we wait say they don't start.
Well, it's just first quarter, it's the same because we want to make the minister then serve the parts of the process, prioritize, and then sit down with the ministry, and so we're able to do ABCD.
Okay. So why President Cobb and President Bias, beg your pardon, not cut down some of them ministries here and ministers there?
Like
one
I
ministry
said,
go get 2 or 3 people or the leader. I mean,
because we need the work beaucoup. The work is beaucoup, c'est beaucoup. The work beaucoup.
But before now, 1 or 2 ministers they deal with all the ministries there.
And I make work now they go fine and quick. I mean, I really think where you need people to do the work, the work beaucoup.
Okay.
And that work like we not create ministry they never because they find for create ministry. But the work beaucoup. What splits gender and children, okay? And from social welfare.
Yeah.
If you think about social welfare, with all this kush problem, with all the issues of welfare, reintegration, with all, and you compare it to gender, and you see the big progress we'll make from that separation, the biggest progress in the sector. Because it's just different, it's just a lot of work.
Okay.
At some point, we'll build the system again, then you can maybe think about merging, but for now, we need the people to do the work.
Talking about the constitutional society president, I mean, well, some people they say late for take action and left down they're gonna overseas, go lecture people and way back home maybe get a crisis. What do you think?
He'd been taking action, but people note if you able to actually check how many times in the past he has spoken about Kush before this. if you go, you see.
Maybe the practical action is more good than
but we
about
did.
it.
Before that, I go open the rehabilitation center with all the ministry there. The people them in Dede. That was action that was being taken before. NDL, National Drug Law Enforcement. They did. Yes, but we've been taking...
This kush business don't start 4 or 5 years ago. It not been rampant so no more.
We've been taking action.
Okay.
We've been taking action. It's just that people...
Okay, in the next 5 minutes, so the car wrap up again. Is it true we see a post on social media outside the car power ships to them? We don't write a letter to you, but...
yes, they've been engaging.
So why are you allowed to cut off the lights per week?
At the end of the day, I said we should not be here. We all take responsibility. And people don't want to say we all say, oh, you know, I take responsibility as a government, yes.
And are you apologizing 98.5?
Yes. And
is it on behalf of the president or?
On behalf of the government, on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone.
Okay.
We should not be here. We should not be in this place, but we are, okay? The fundamental thing we talk about that money, you mentioned that we get for raise that money there.
Yeah. And now we get for pay them back. Whether not by service, whether not by conio, whether not by tax or...
Whether not by more debt too.
Yeah.
But that's the reality. By the way, most countries in the world subsidize agriculture, subsidize energy. So not just because we economically poor, most countries subsidize energy costs. Holland, the Abbas now, thank God, President Biodon say in Big Five, we be food self-sufficient. The Abbas crisis will be get quick then and be governments will get Abbas this. And because Netherlands, then they subsidize the farmer then 50% for make Abbas for send and to we.
But how much you subsidize farmers then? Enough for take them through?
We also subsidize.
Yeah, almost percent.
I don't know. It's
you
not.
should know as a chief minister.
When I say I don't know, it's not 50%.
Okay, how many? 10? 10%.
We subsidize farmers in different ways. We subsidize farmers now through mechanization. We give them machine for make them go plots. We can put the valuation on that. We subsidize farmers by giving them access to loan. We subsidize at a good credit rate. We subsidize farmers by giving them inputs, seeds. We give them quality seeds and training. We subsidize them by giving them fertilizer. We subsidize by giving them access to information and knowledge. So those are all a lot of inputs that we give through
subsidies. Within the seal imports, yes, over $200 million.
Inshallah, inside 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, we still go begin export. Which way to do?
I believe 10 years. You believe someone will still in a power? Or we just lay the foundation then?
SLPP is the right party for continuing this transformation and development in this country. And I 100% believe, 100% believe, say the reason we make we get for stay in the power are because we deliver for the people. Now because what we say, the thing where I say if I spit an liquor, that talk and do, this is what I mean as well. That actually the reason we make they can't face you. And education will start. And me I remember that day. How many people then may say, oh look the bikini, oh look this school, oh look this video, oh look this. We stayed focused and we delivered. And we'll continue to deliver. 100% believe we deliver.
Maybe 1 second to last question. Would you hear about the constitutional review we mentioned earlier on? And would there be a rumor that maybe President Koma go see I go bigger party, President Biego see I go able bring ministers or people together and maybe the next elections we begin to talk about 7 years. Is it true?
Absolutely not. President Biego brought democracy to Salone. He fought for Salone. He went and brought Fudisanko out of the war. He negotiated the Lome Peace Accord. He held an election in this country, handed over power and went and came back. And now with this same person, we don't fight for this country. We don't lay in life for this country. We don't bring election to this country. Not going to be the same person we can't say again, okay, he might do something we're not democratically right. He's the father of democracy for a reason.
Well, we'll see after these elections, another inauguration. Why?
It's a continuation. He's been there. He was inaugurated in 2018.
So you no need for do that again?
He's your president. He's my
Within
president.
63 years of independence, Mr. Minister, and it's a pleasure you've been here almost inside a week. What do you think Soki will point at?
A lot. It's a painful fact. But there was a study that was done a couple years ago that the literacy rate in 2015 census in the provinces was worse than the literacy rate in the Western area in 1961.
Okay.
That is crazy. I don't know what the new literacy
So you know
rate
that's
is.
a man. What are the literacy percentage now?
I don't know yet, but now they can do the mix and the DHS, then they can do new surveys, then about time. But I have a feeling we have done a lot better in literacy between 2015 and now.
All right.
We'll get for the one. Then there are big progress, particularly in the provinces, back to radical inclusion. Krobola, Siden with school up in the some chiefdoms out where I can in my time. There were 16 chiefdoms that had no GSS. We gave, I tell me people, they say, well, they do this before the school year start. I don't care how you do it. All then chiefdoms, they forget GSS, and we did it. That means 3 years later, then picking and they were not one day able for done, for go SS. Now then they done, then they go SS. And that's how you bring change and impact in society. So I do think we could be much better. We could be much better than where we are today. We see that, and we see around the world countries that were better than in 60s, 70s, who are better than us today. But I don't subscribe to the people who say there's nothing home to write about.
All right.
There's actually plenty that we can be proud of.
So this
as a people.
independence, what do you think so need for celebrate? Because see, press release and a prayer no more now, we see. And I think
we need prayer, we need cohesion.
We can say we don't pray till we need for putting into action.
We need both.
Prayer goes with work.
Absolutely.
All
We
right.
need both. I do think that as a people, we need a lot more civic patriotism, civic action, and civic, because you say, not to this, not Andy, not to this, not Andy. At the end of the day, now we own brother, then we own sister, then we own cousin, and they do these small things, and we spoil the country.
All right.
Now, take the peninsula, okay, as an example, what people are not can think about. The western area boundary, the way people can say, oh, boy, the man they go build uphill. Gloucester, I learned today, was originally part of the protected area. We then do the reboundary, then pull Gloucester there. FBC and all the inside in the eastern, so we get water, Gloucester and Leicester. Then inside all them get water, don't dry, water not there again.
Of course.
So where water not there na FBC and Kisi, government don't give water, but why make the outside the water come on?
But another serious issue you're talking about, because we don't get time for that, Mr. Minister.
The water done because people then go cut the stick. Now that go cut the stick and move up.
So it comes back to the issue of people for be disciplined for that. The people who cut the stick, let them get a law who go make, because I mean, some who get pump know they even get water. We need more dams.
But nobody know the members say, okay, now that me cousin we go cut and stick and build up that hill, now make who.
Let the law bet say. But the saddest part is people in authority also build their houses and they up the hill.
There are fewer, yes, I agree. But majority are not necessarily, not the minister. Sure, now the person when are the deputy director,
Let the law bet say.
now the person when are the police officer,
Let the law bet say,
now the
Mr.
person when
Minister.
are, so I agree.
Let the law bet say. When the law bet say, people go fear and people go do the right thing. Anyway, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. And finally, we can play that video. I don't know if that video they been tell like said provoking or whatever, because a lot of people want to talk about President B.O.B. said he quits. I mean, hundreds or thousands of jobs. What's happened?
We're working on it. Like I said, now we just open sardine factory, hundreds of jobs. Okay, the onions, hundreds of jobs.
But the sardine factory will overstand over 100 and something people then Tuesday.
I think, but then across the chain, distribution, then get Nabu, then get hundreds.
Okay.
And it will continue to grow.
Okay.
Same with all of the industry, then flour mill and all of these, lots of jobs. Agriculture, therefore, create lots of jobs. We'll continue to create jobs.
Okay.
It's not in one go. It's 500,000 over by 2030, and we will.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Let me producer just play the final video, Mr. Minister, with the rap low see, and maybe get some understanding about it in rap. So, Mr. Producer, just watch that video, they'll wrap up.
I say blue, Paddy, blue. We no kind for blue that team, but if you want for blue, pound for pound, I go show you how for blue. If I speak, I not go leak camp, but if I talk, I go do one. Papa blue, all finger not to the same, but still they still the limelight and shine upon you. I say, I know they argue today. I can't tell you I do bonjour, tope, kahuyena, Paddy, how you do.
So now in Tipul, what have you talked to so?
No, just great rap.
Rapper then say more of beefing, you know?
Yeah, no.
So what have you beef so?
Just system that inspire. I wasn't beefing to inspire. So if young people and see, I know the all thing I not do the same, not do so. If I talk, I did one. Okay. If I speak, another liquor. Meaning, as young people, as people, you know they speak and you liquor. Your words need to get value and meaning, and that's who I am. If I talk, I did one. Then I the president be able to tell we talk can do. If it says something for the one.
Okay.
I know they blew that thing, like in terms of, so it was also actually any bad thing. Like I would say Kush, for example. I know they blew one, and it was linked actually to that. So for young people, I know they blew Kush.
Okay. What about weed?
I know they blew that thing. Yeah. So important for make more people they understand.
All right.
Than the, so it was really actually more inspirational than anything else.
All right. Thank you very much. We got a lot for talk about. I appreciate where you got today after a hustle, but I appreciate at least, like you say, you know, the
you make a hot, now this hot seat.
Well, that's so the people where they watch no go overstand, also you see there in the heat way they get. I appreciate you come on and
thank you.
Though it's diamond, but you keep to your word, you know.
Thank you.
And yourself keep me at this time. I appreciate God bless you.
Thank you.
Let God direct you and let we get leaders that will be able to move this country forward. And the last one we hope to see we're not able to find a way for address this issue with the border no country with the people.
Yes.
Because say what you may, at the CC going around, now with the people and get for pay this debt back.
We'll get for figure out how to pay them, but we will remember the people.
And hope say the border no come on with the people.
Yeah, we will. We like Cumbra government, we will try.
All right.
We level best for make sure say not to the people then go suffer.
As a chief minister, which word you will get for to? I mean, people who they deal with life system that everybody forgets to prepare, except maybe like the president or some special people.
The president said for pay. We all for pay in the sense that not to, but because it's responsibility as the people, we need for make sure say we able for. If we not generate the revenue, now this
the president go pay beaucoup money, the lodge, the big, more lights and all.
Symbolically, what I mean is we have to be, like you say, no limits. We need to be in a space where we all, they play we only to part. Because if people then do with the thief light here, and the 9 they make, we all get blackout.
Okay. You're right. Thank you. And one thing that they go around again, people and say, I mean, what else have noticed to the president about that and the supply and water? Is it true?
I don't know the details for that.
Supposed for no.
I don't know which the president they eat or which the president do every minute.
But you're not a chief minister.
I know, but
anyway,
I don't know that one day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. I know see you drink the water. By the way, I appreciate you come on, so God bless you.
Thank you.
Hope I'll be able to get you again.
I'll come back again at this hot seat.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, a Prince of Wales, the last time in a grammar school man and on a Thanksgiving just passed you be much.
I have been there. I've been fly back for come
anyway,
back.
My boss, Mr. Navon, and you, all my mates, so we know Argentina. Plenty thanks to everybody out there. So the guys that will make this happen, we appreciate it all. And people out there, send a comment on the Facebook page. God bless you. God be with you. We hope that this country will be a better place if we all contribute and the leaders then take the lead. Thank you. Bye-bye.